Last night, around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the United States military bombed 3 key nuclear facilities in Iran, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. This sudden and largely unprovoked escalation is tied directly to Israel's recent attacks on Tehran and Iran's counterstrikes on Tel Aviv. Iran predicted strikes at these facilities and were able to evacuate them prior to the attack with minimal damage and loss of life, and thankfully Iran is reporting no nuclear contamination. But this will likely not be the end of this conflict. Why does this keep happening? In a recent poll, YouGov found that only 16% of Americans support American intervention in the Iran-Israel conflict, but somehow support for Israel's war on Iran is a bipartisan position in D.C. The current Republican administration is obviously on board, but Democrats are just as likely to agree when they're the ones in charge. Vice President candidate Tim Walz, in an election debate, upheld that expansions of Israel's power are vital to the United States. And he's correct about that. The only way the United States is able to function right now is by direct military interventions when other countries threaten its dominance. The New England Independence Campaign has, since its founding, opposed the U.S.'s foreign military interventionism. We've spoken, always, against throwing away trillions of dollars and millions of lives for these pointless wars, and as long as we are legally and financially tied to America, America's wars will impact us. We New Englanders foot the bill for the trillion-dollar wars that American politicians in D.C. vote for again and again and again. What does this mean, then, for New Englanders? The Iranian parliament has authorized the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, through which a large percentage of oil and consumer goods worldwide move. According to ABC News, oil prices could go from $73 per barrel to upwards of $120. The average price of a gallon of gas in North America could climb over $5. This will obviously make getting around more expensive for American citizens, but it will also have second-order effects on consumer goods as the price of shipping goes up. Just about everything not produced locally will also spike in price. Politically speaking, U.S. involvement in yet another conflict will likely justify further federal overreaches like the Patriot Act, tightening that grip of federal tyranny. And besides for a few representatives with integrity, there is no world in which either party does anything to slow this war machine. The U.S. is doing this week what it has always done, stoking and escalating conflict to justify itself, to justify its activities, and the naked desperation of this manufactured conflict, what could become a manufactured war, is yet another piece of evidence in the very, very large pile. This aging empire is a sinking ship. Let's help New England stand on its own.